Now we're to the USA Regional Exclusive. Cavalier is extremely an international brand. Obviously, you are from the States. Um,
Obviously, my English kind of says a lot. As soon as I open my mouth, you're like, "Oh, where are you from?"
so not only are you getting a lot of momentum in the States, but you are very popular internationally. How many countries are you in?
Roughly 45 currently.
That's
We're working on. We have actually a pretty big focus this year with my wife to continue expanding that side of our business, the
so
presence of the brand, and that should go well over 50 this year probably.
that's incredible. And so this one is made exclusively for the US. And there's some also not just a name and a box dedicated to this, but there's the tobacco itself is more United States centric. Yeah.
So it's interesting because this is actually the second full iteration of a regional for the US.
Okay.
Our second cigar that we ever made was theoretically a US exclusive because we refused to sell it anywhere else
Okay.
when we first started. But the thing is, we just had called it the Black Series,
Right.
just because we had the White Series and we had the Black Series, and we just decided the Black was blended and made for a much more boutique US forward palette.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that cigar, I love that blend, but it is what it is, and it kind of had to fade out. So we took it out and we decided to go back to the drawing board a few years ago and say, okay, let's try to get this right and let people know what this is now, right?
Yeah.
So we went back in and we renamed it Regional Exclusive United States. We're actually going to do a few more regional releases over the next few years. The next one is going to be Switzerland. We've been working on it for 2 or 3 years already. So that's going to be an interesting one. And there's a few more in the books, just not yet released, but in the process of being or in the process of elaboration, depending on which country. This one, when we went back to the drawing board, one of the things we realized that we had done wrong the first time is that we wanted this time to include a US, at least one US tobacco in there. So we decided to go with Pennsylvania broadleaf in the filler, which works extremely well with the San Andres wrapper for me. San Andres wrapper, a Connecticut binder, and then fillers from Nica, Honduras, Dominican Republic, and the US.
Yeah.
It makes for a pretty complex cigar. It's a dark profile. It's a bit heavier, not
Yep.
extremely strong either. It's that medium full kind of line, and that's going to be interesting too because a lot of people have different perspective on strength depending on what they're used to smoke or depending on what they're used to eat, what they experience in life. But for us, this is what we consider medium full. And it
So
has
it's
that
very, I mean,
beautiful.
you can get that, you get that broadleaf in the flavor. It's earthy, it's earthier than most of your other cigars. It's got like some nutty almond kind of flavors and yeah, very, I mean, look at the see that there. Now, of course, we did um
With
not
no
have
bangs.
we didn't have the gold diamond intentionally. We got them directly from you guys at the factory in order to not have
Yeah,
the
in order to be able
away.
to feature that product. Yeah, yeah. So that's the interesting thing. So the gold diamond for you, whoever of you guys is not familiar with us and with our brand, that's where we started. The first cigars didn't have it, but we quickly understood we had to differentiate ourselves because we were no legacy family in the industry or anything. And if we wanted to survive, we needed to make our brand stand out. And there's a whole story behind it, and we'll surely have the time to go through it at some point. But basically, we very early on started applying that gold diamond, which is 24 karat edible gold, on the wrapper. It's not meant to be peeled off or anything. You smoke right through it.
It looks
It
cool when
doesn't,
you burn through it.
the combustion temperature of tobacco is lower than gold, so it will just flake into the ash. That's all
Yeah.
it does. And I think thanks to that, people have started seeing, recognizing, and becoming more familiar with the brand. Because again, it's easy to remember a name that you've always heard of or from, or from your father, grandfather. But we didn't have that factor. We didn't have any of that. So we needed to do something, and this is the heart of Cavalier. Anything with the gold diamond is by definition us, and that's really important for us.
Awesome. Thanks for the cigar, man. This is a beautiful cigar. Again,
Thank you.
like the other ones, look forward to seeing how it performs. So you guys be sure to take the survey, rate it, and we'll see how it does.
Yeah, I look forward to it.